YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps, and happy Valentine's to everyone wherever you may be in God's part of the world. And I finally get to share a super duper fun, sweet, and cute tutorial. Okay, so if you guys follow me, you know I love to mold. I have a whole molding series and my latest embellishment. Okay, so I actually made these a couple of years ago. The concept. I will make a couple of these in this video, but I gave a sneak peek of these cute mason jars with the conversation hearts as a filling a couple of years ago in a video. Well, now I'm going to share my tutorial. Now, some of you, well, if you've been following my molding series, you know several months ago, I shared an innovative, revolutionary method on taking your clear stamps and creating molds from your clear stamps. And you're looking at my molds that I made from these clear stamps. Now, I shared a video several months ago. It was a Christmas video. I made iced coffee cafes. I will have that video linked below. I will also have other videos in my molding series linked below. And this is my latest one. And this one is so super cute. So fitting for Valentine's, right? You can use these as embellishments on your albums, on your journals, on your books. You can turn these into ornaments. Oh my goodness, the sky is the limit. Now, in this video, we are going to make the embellishment. I will not show how to create molds from the clear stamps. You would need to check out that video for that tutorial. Okay, to get started, I'm using my preferred resin or liquid acrylic, and it's called Smooth Cast 325. It's 2 parts. I will have this along with everything else I use linked in my description box. I'm using a non-stick liner. This is recycled liner sheets from my contact paper. I'm also using these disposable cups, a little stir stick, and depending on where you live, you might have to wait until it warms up a bit. If you are on the East Coast, it's probably too cold to mold. We're in the 60s in my neck of the woods, so I'll see how this is going to work. You want to pour equal amounts. Now, I'm also using these little medicine cups. I'm going to eyeball this. Now, I see a lot of bubbles in mine. I don't normally see a lot of bubbles and foam. This could be because, once again, I had it in the garage. We'll see. But I will let that sit for a second just to see if that foam will dissolve. This product here, it's called Pearl X. Now, it's like a mica type powder. It comes in many different colors. I originally picked up the same thing from Michael's. Now I'm not sure if they still carry this. I have not seen it. For years they had it. It's the same thing. I picked up the larger bottles at a artist store. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that to color my mold. And I also molded these conversation heart from buttons. And you're looking at that here because I'll be using those cabochon pieces inside my mason jars. Okay, so I still see foam, and once again, I don't remember. It's not supposed to look like that. This could be because I had it stored in the garage, but I'm thinking it's still going to work. You probably want to keep this in a room temperature room. Okay, so you want to stir this, and you will begin to feel it warm up. You want to pour it before it becomes too warm, because it does turn warm pretty quick. Now, once again, it's wintertime. It's in the 60s here, so it will take a little bit longer. I don't recall ever molding during this time, but I am beginning to feel some warmth. I think this is supposed to take 10 minutes to set once you pour it. It might take a little bit longer, so let's go ahead and pour it. Okay, so I poured some resin in my little candy heart and made a big mess. What you can do before it gets too hard, you could take a paper towel or a baby wipe and remove some of the resin. Now, another alternative, and I do this one quite often, before it gets too hard, I just peel back the excess. So it's been about 45 minutes and it actually cured faster than I thought, because I was waiting for this to turn white, but it don't turn white. This is actually a clear resin. So I've peeled back these two hearts and you can see they're connected because I over poured the resin. Set up too long to peel it now, but you could use your scissors. Now here's the mason jar. So you see that I overfilled it, but take a look at this pretty color here. Let's see if I could peel this back. Nope, have to cut it. The bottom part is still pliable, but the top is harder. So in 60-degree weather, you can mold. So we are ready to add our filler. You guys excuse my dogs. Actually, I'm fostering a stray dog right now. I've been holding off taking him to animal services. We do have some no-kill shelters, and I'm just waiting to hear back about him because I do not want him to be put down. So I've had him for 3 days, and he is so super cute. But anyway, I have my mixtures already poured, and I'm going to use this product called Cast and Craft. It's a resin dye solution, and I'll add just a little bit of that. You only need like a drop. It's really concentrated. So just going to mix. Well, the directions state to pour this solution into either part A or B. I forget which part, but you know, I don't do that. I break the rules, and I added just one drop, and it turns this nice amber color. Now I could have used the mica powder as well, but I have that on hand. I bought that specifically for molding, and it's starting to feel a little warm. Now I am going to pour, and I don't want to pour too much. I mean, you can pour as much as you like, but I want this to really look like some type of filling in the mason jar. So okay, let's add our cabochons, and you can fill them up with the colors that you like, and you want to add it before it sets. So it's that time of day. It's beautiful outside, but I got some shadows in my craft room, so I apologize for any darkness. But these are pretty much set. And I added some heart confetti. Got this from Michael's. And I also added micro beads that I already put away. I sprinkled some. You can probably see it here. And I like the effect of the micro beads because if you wanted to create like a jam type filler, micro beads work perfect for that. And then take a look at this one. So I added little word beads that I colored with alcohol markers to decorate the lid part. Well, depending on what stamp set you mold from, you might have different lids to choose from. This is 2 here, and you guys excuse my slur. I'm still getting used to my Invisaligners. And what I also did was took one of these rosette flowers and used it. Of course, you can color it first. You can stain it with your sprays and just fold it over like that. You know, let's do that. Going to use my hot glue for this. And, oops, sorry for that shake. And just fold it over like so. Add some to the back. And you can cut off any of the mesh. And then choose one of your caps. So I have that one. I have that. Let's do that one. Also going to use hot glue. Now, you guys, I'll give you another tip. Depending on what stamp set you use, you might, and I pour too much, you might have a matching die that coordinates with your mason jar. What you can then do is die cut out paper, die cut out fabric to add it to the bag. And that is what I did to this one. I made this one a couple years ago. Now, I don't think I had the die for this one. You can hand cut, or you can use the Brother Scan and Cut, or you can just trace and cut, because mason jars, I mean, they're simple designs. Okay, and here are my final mason jar conversation heart embellishment. Aren't these cute? And this one I added a Christmas angel with candy cane and peppermint. You know, for the holiday season, I'll be adding gingerbread, people. These are super duper adorable and fun. Now, if you have been inspired by my creativity, why not give me a thumbs up? If you are interested in tutorials of all types, why not subscribe? Feel free to share this video. Feel free to adopt any of my ideas. Now, I must say, this is an original method. I have never seen anyone mold like this. I've never seen anyone use clear stamps at all in molding. So I would appreciate it if you give proper credits. Please give shout outs and do link back to this video. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.